I have a medium scrum to react to, don't I? So I'm gonna react to it on my phone, and I'm gonna put it in the distance. So if I play it on screen, I think I can avoid, in case they might want to pick it up for copyright, which they won't. Because I think medium scrums are for the public, right? It should be for the public. I hope it's for the public. Okay, let me tell you what. I won't do the one from All Elite Wrestling. I'll do the medium scrum from Fightful. It's the same thing, right? Okay, so here we go. So CM Punk just got in here.
Hi, Nick House, Wrestling Inc.
Show of hands. Who here fancies himself as a journalist?
Okay, the audio on that's pretty garbage. Let me see if I can find a better one. Oh man. See, I don't want to go to the all. Fuck it. You know what? If All Elite Wrestling claims it, fine. I'll just cut this part of the video out. I don't care. It's fine. It's fine. All Elite Wrestling, if you're watching this and you want to claim this part of the video, go for it. And I'll just cut it out. But I do want to do the reaction. Okay, so I'm going to listen to the CM Punk audio from their medium scrum here. Okay, let me find it.
Peas and couldn't fucking. If you fancy yourself a journalist, even if it's for the silly world of professional wrestling,
here we go.
And you have journalistic integrity, people who report things mostly that are bullshit and slanderous lies against myself. If you are friends with somebody, you blew my spot. If you're not friends with them, I apologize. But you should probably disclose who you're friends with. I haven't had anything to do with Scott Colton in almost a decade. Probably wanted nothing to do with him even longer than that. It's fucking unfortunate that I have to come up here and speak on this when I'm on my time and this is a fucking business.
So Scott Colton, those of you who don't know, is Colt Cabana. That's his real name. Here we go.
Why I'm a grown-ass adult man and I decide not to be friends with somebody is nobody else's fucking business. But my friends, if I fall backwards, will catch me. Scott Colton, I felt, never would have. My problem was I wanted to bring a guy with me to the top that did not want to see me at the top. Okay? You call it jealousy, you call it envy, whatever the fuck it is. My relationship with Scott Colton ended long before I paid all of his bills. I have every receipt. I have every invoice. I have every email. I have the email where he says, and I quote, "I agree to go our separate ways. I will get my own lawyer and you do not have to pay anymore." That's an email that I have. The only reason the public did not see is because when I finally had to countersue him through discovery, we discovered he shared a bank account with his mother. That's a fact.
Wow.
And as soon as we discovered that fact and we subpoenaed old Marcia, he sent the email, "Oh, can we please drop all this?" Now, it's 2022. I haven't been friends with this guy since at least 2014, late 2013. And the fact that I have to sit up here because we have irresponsible people who call themselves EVPs who couldn't fucking manage a target, and they spread lies and bullshit and put into a media that I got somebody fired when I have fuck all to do with him. Want nothing to do with him. Do not care where he works, where he doesn't work.
EVPs? So he's going after Omega and the Young Bucks. Right? Oh no, Punk, what are you doing? Sorry. Let me back it up a little bit. I wasn't expecting that. Let me back it up a little bit. Yeah, he's going after the Young Bucks?
manage a target, and they spread lies and bullshit and put into a media that I got somebody fired when I have fuck all to do with him, want nothing to do with him, do not care where he works, where he doesn't work, where he eats, where he sleeps. And the fact that I have to get up here and do this in 2022 is fucking embarrassing. And if y'all are at fault, fuck you. If you're not, I apologize. But what did I ever do in this world to deserve an empty-headed fucking dumb fuck like Hangman Adam Page to go out on national television and fucking go into business for himself? For what? What did I do, Dave? What did I ever do?
Dave Meltzer?
Didn't do a goddamn thing. What's your name, sir? Fuck the Pittsburgh Penguins. What are you doing, man? What are you doing?
I made it really clear in Forbes, and I just want to make it clear again. Nick,
It's not his position to make it very fucking clear. There's people who call themselves EVPs that should have fucking known better. This shit was none of their business. I understand sticking up for your fucking friends. I fucking get it. I stuck up for that guy more than anybody. Okay? I paid his bills until I didn't, and it was my decision not to.
Yeah, but I shouldn't have no commented when Nick first said it. It's my fault, and if I hadn't, it's my fault. It's my fault.
I appreciate that.
I should have just taken it head on because you never said it.
But I'm trying to run a fucking business, and when somebody who hasn't done a damn thing in this business jeopardizes the first $1 million house that this company has ever drawn off of my back and goes on national television and does that, it's a disgrace to this industry. It's a disgrace to this company. Now, we're far beyond apologies, right? I gave him a fucking chance. It did not get handled, and you saw what I had to do, which was very regrettable, lowering myself to his fucking level. But that's where we're at right now. And I will still walk up and down this hallway and say, if you have a fucking problem with me, take it up with me. Damn. Let's fucking go. What's your question, Nick?
Yikes. Tony, I don't envy you, Tony Khan. Oh, wow. Wow, so Punk has beef with not just Hangman, but Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks too. That is horrible. That is horrible. Oh, I'm sorry, Tony. Tony, like, okay. Is there more, by the way? Do I have to keep? I feel like I'm done. I feel like I'm done. Do I need to keep playing more? Because yeah, we gotta talk about this. So again, professional wrestling, not everyone has to get along. Let's just apparently there's more. Let me comment on this. We'll get to more in a second. Not everyone has to like each other. Not everyone has to like each other in wrestling. Professional wrestling, that's why it's called professional. Not everyone that works gets along. We've been seeing it for decades. Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart couldn't fucking stand each other. Booker T and Batista couldn't stand each other. Hogan, at one point in time, it's ridiculous to me how much heat he had backstage, and everyone hated him but still worked with him. Wow. I don't know, man. I don't know. Here's what I'm gonna say. Hopefully things don't blow over, because you gotta understand something, y'all. You gotta understand, yes, they're professionals, but you do not know what these guys are going to do. You have no clue what CM Punk or Omega and the Young Bucks are capable of. Understand me. Understand me. Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks have their own. They have their own YouTube platform. And it's not like Tony can tell them what to do. Okay? So, whatever they fucking do, and they will, you know, they are going to respond. on this next upcoming Being the Elite, they might not even do a recording. They'll just say, okay, here's our thoughts of what CM Punk said, right? So you know they're going to respond. And whatever they say, Punk is going to say right back. So I'm excited because that's more content for me. You know who I'm not excited for? Tony Khan. Holy fuck. Jesus Christ almighty. All right. There's more, right? Let me keep reacting.
Personally, always very nice to meet you. Thank you. I wanted to ask about MJF. Obviously, he played a voicemail from you before he came out. Obviously, confronted you, Punk.
Why now? Why is MJF back in the fold now? How do you both feel about him being around? How do you feel about the time he spent away? All of that.
Well, if I may, I am the one who asked him to come back because MJF's a big star in this company, and this is one of the biggest events. A year ago, CM Punk debuted here, and I thought it was right for the fans. And like I said, for the fans, I thought the best thing that we could do as a company was bring MJF back.
He wants me to work with pricks constantly. That's what it is.
Nevertheless, two of the top wrestlers in the world, MJF and CM Punk, could be a big match down the line.
Sorry to keep bringing this fucking up, but I've never spoken his word in I don't know how long, so I'm a little fucking pissed off about it. When it came down that he was going to sue me, I asked to talk to him. He refused. I asked for mediation. It was denied. I offered him money. He said it was not enough. He went ahead with the lawsuit and sued. It's his fucking funeral. I don't care. He shares a bank account with his mother that tells you all you need to know about what kind of character that is.
Y'all, this isn't good. This is not good. Like, he can't stop talking about it. Punk is harboring some deep resentment. Some literal deep ass resentment towards Colt Cabana, Scott Colton. This is bad. You know what? I see why Tony Khan released him. I don't think he should have released him, but I see why he did. That's some legit. That's some legit heat. Shit. Maybe we should put this on AEW TV. Shit. This is more. I'm sorry. I just got done watching an excellent pay-per-view. This is actually more exciting than the pay-per-view itself. Is there more? I'm gonna keep going.
I appreciate it, Nick. I'm sorry if I'm a little fucking snippy. I'm hurt and I'm old and I'm fucking tired and I work with fucking children.
I regret not answering your question the first time you asked it. Yeah, but I should have just taken it head on like I did with Blake and Forbes recently.
We're all learning here, Tony. It's okay.
Thanks.
This is from Mindy's Bakery, by the way. It's a great place in Chicago. If you like pastries and baked goods, I suggest you go there. They're closed on Mondays and Tuesdays, though. Sorry about all that, Manny. All right, thanks.
So I've asked questions of presidential candidates in my old life. I don't think I've ever been as nervous as I am right now, but I'll direct this one to Tony. You saw the reaction MJF got when he came back out at the end of the night. Do you have any worries that he was cheered in Chicago while CM Punk, hometown guys, in the ring? Do you have any worries about MJF he got pure boos before. He was one of the last pure heels left in wrestling that didn't try to get cheered. And now he's sort of set up as this anti-authority figure.
Yeah.
Do you worry about what that means for the psychology going forward, especially if he's going to take on Punk?
I think the fans want to see great wrestling matches. MJF's the top wrestler. CM Punk's the world champion, the top wrestler in the world. And I think having the top contenders, whoever came out of this match tonight, MJF sets up as a great challenger. And now CM Punk is the world champion. MJF being back. A lot of fans were excited to see it, but anytime somebody makes a comeback in the world of wrestling, generally you get a really big reaction. Am I worried about it? No, not really. Like, we have one of the most charismatic, popular professional wrestlers in the world right here, and frankly, the fans can react however they want. That's what's great about AEW and pro wrestling. We're not trying to tell people what to think. This is a really compelling story. People were emotionally moved. People are calling that a great ending, and I'm really glad people liked it. But the fact is, it was a great match, and it was a great ending, and now we'll see what happens on Wednesday. not going to comment on that.
I'll tell you why I'm upset about it.
Uh-oh.
Because if you're an EVP, you don't try to middle your top baby face.
He's not gonna stop, is he? He's not gonna stop. Like, it's just resentment. It's just... I'm just gonna play it and react.
Try to get your niche audience that's on the internet to hate him for some made-up bullshit rumor. Really pisses me off. Stepping on your own dick, trying to fucking, make money, sell tickets, fill arenas, and these stupid guys think they're in Reseda.
Yep, Dominic D'Angelo at freeshows.com. Punk, last time we were here last year, I asked you about like Terry Funk and his influence, like his legacy going on. Kind of, and this is for you too, Tony. I kind of like, you've done a great job with incorporating legends throughout, the course of AEW and as it goes on. I kind of want to see what you feel about how a lot of the modern talent today can kind of utilize some of the advice and take advice from like guys like William Regal and even like Jim Ross, Tony Schiavone. I know I'm missing Jake Roberts, plenty I'm missing, I'm sure. But I just kind of want to get both your perspectives on that and how that can kind of go a little bit more to help you guys out grow as a company.
We have a locker room full of pretty brilliant minds. Jerry Lynn, Dean Malenko, Mark Henry. When I came back and I cut my promo my second week here, I thought it was pretty decent. You know what I mean? Kind of blur the lines a little bit. What's he doing? Oh, crazy Phil. He's going into business for himself, and really, I was just defending myself. But you mix that in with attacking Moxley and mention, Kingston being the second best Kingston, which is a pretty great line. But our locker room, for all the wisdom and brilliance it has, isn't worth shit when you have an empty-headed idiot who's never done anything in the business do public interviews and say, I don't really take advice. Who the fuck do you think you are? That's stupid. I'm on a team with Barry Bonds, Mark McGuire, Sammy Sosa, and I don't need to work on my swing. I'm not going to listen to these guys. They're going to tell me how to swing baseball. Fucking go fuck yourself. That's how I feel about it. I dare you to fucking say that to Terry Funk's face. I don't need to listen to you, Mr. Funk. I know what I'm doing. Fucking grow up.
Question.
Okay. Listen to me. I don't mind listening to this whole thing. I need to know, is there like a particular part that I need to hear and react to? Because, no offense, I don't mind just listening to him tear apart the Elite, because I just need to know. Like, those of you who saw the whole thing, who listened to the whole thing, like, is it like something I have to, like, if I was to stop right now, would I have got the gist of it? Because I could keep listening. Is there more? People are saying listen to the whole thing. The whole thing? Is he here the entire time? Okay, people are saying, okay, you know what? Fuck it. We'll keep going. All right. Y'all, it's past midnight. All right, like, we're at 200 people listening, so we'll keep going.
Question for Punk.
I'm sorry,
from Bleacher Report.
What?
So we can't hear you. Sorry. Question for CM Punk, Phil Lindsay from Bleacher Report. I think it caught a lot of people by surprise, your loss 2 weeks ago, and your foot injury came into play. And I wonder, how much of that came into play tonight? Because a lot of fans would assume that was part of the reason you lost, but that didn't seem to hamper you tonight.
I'm wearing Danhausen's boots. This is a true story. So I assume that it's like some sort of a reverse curse. I've had a real problem with footwear. I've been trying to figure out like what to wear. And that's real life. Like, I put my old wrestling shoes on and they didn't fit. I bought a new pair of 12s. They didn't fit. I've thought about wearing my gym shoes. They didn't have the stability I needed. And I bought a pair of Doc Martens because they're really comfortable. But they were too loose. And then Danhausen was like, you want to try mine on? I'm like, they're a size 10. And I put them on and they just magically fit. Like unbelievable, like a glove. They're tight, but not too tight. They give me stability, and they're comfortable as hell. So I owe him more money now.
Hi, Tony. Hi, Punk. Izzy,
how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm sorry if I'm scary.
No, it's okay.
I like you, though. You're right.
Thank you. I like you too.
Thank
Huge
you.
fan. Izzy from the Hot Tag with Izzy. This question is actually directed towards Punk. We saw, you got your huge win tonight. Congratulations. And then also MJF returned. What is the message that you're trying to direct towards MJF this time around? Because you did have a feud with him a couple months ago.
I mean, do I have to? I guess. I don't know. I'm tired of wrestling these pricks. I'm tired of wrestling.
Okay.
These pricks that think they know everything.
Guys, is he? Guys, we need to be cognizant of this being a work, because he's really overdoing it now. Like, he keeps bringing up pricks. They're fucking pricks. Are we sure this is not a work? I think it's a work.
But I'm not the boss. He won the number one contendership, and I guess I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. I think Max is a supremely talented individual, but this goes for him and anybody else in the locker room that doesn't want to be here. The grass is not greener on the other side. The grass is greener where you water it. And Max likes to, shit where he eats instead of watering the grass. So, we'll have to see how that goes.
Wow.
Thanks, Izzy.
Wow.
John Alba podcast. Punk, a year ago we were in this room, and it was after Adam Cole had debuted, Bryan Danielson had debuted, and you said that it had the feeling of Bash at the Beach.
Oh, boy.
Where there was.
Did I say
energy.
that?
It was that.
Did I say that?
And a year later, here you are, world champion. Through the trials and tribulations, what's your honest assessment of the last year for you personally and professionally?
I know it sounds like a pretty ridiculous statement, but I would like to think, and again, in 5 years, you'll see the impact of it. There's a chance I'm wrong. We got an uphill battle in a lot of respects. There's just so much drama and turmoil going on, but I like to believe in the place I work.
Damn.
We do have a very, very strong roster, and like I said, we have a lot of brilliant minds backstage. So if young talent's willing to actually listen and receive advice and information.
Let me skip ahead a little bit.
I just saw the video, man, and you were so incredulous that I went into business for myself, and I was just like, man. And the reason I've never defended myself is because when you do, it just sounds like you're being defensive. But I've eaten shit on this subject for a very, very long time.
Wow.
And I'm very sad today that I had to get up here and say his name. He doesn't fucking deserve it. And talk about it. But facts are facts, Name 2 people that have made the most money off the name CM Punk. I don't think you're there yet. The first one's Vince McMahon. The second one's Scott Colton.
Damn.
I hope you all have a good night. Please be more responsible with the news you get from certain people, and just remember we're human beings. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm stopping it right there because woo, that was crazy. People told me to look at Sean Ross Sapp's tweets. Sean Ross Sapp apparently has put out some news saying that Punk has created some very massive heat for himself backstage. Really? You don't say. Tony Khan says it's a dicey situation with what's going on with the MVPs. He still believes the Elite are significant contributors behind the scenes and in front of the camera. We're going to be here for a while. A couple of talent were told that some very important names were pissed off and threatening to walk out over what CM Punk said. Ooh. Tony Khan apparently can't comment on Malachi Black bowing and blowing a kiss. I wouldn't comment on it either. It's pretty obvious he's taking a break. Tony Khan says he's not feeling reciprocation on the love he has for WWE. Won't comment specifically, so that's still going on. Yeah, he's really going after the EVPs. Essentially, guys, the EVPs have a problem with Punk because, again, this is specifically Punk, because he doesn't like Colt Cabana. And that's what this is about. They're giving him shit over Colt Cabana. It's just Colt Cabana. Wow. Yeah, we'll have to see how the rest of this goes. This is nutty, y'all. This is nuts. Wow. Wow. Give me your thoughts. Shit. Give me your thoughts on what we just listened to. Like I said, you don't have to like each other in wrestling, but that's a new level of not liking someone.